Hey guys, it's Thursday, January the 4th. I hope everybody's doing well and doing good in your trading. I always start out with thanking subscribers. I had a couple yesterday, and I appreciate that, subscribing. You also have to hit the notify me button on there on YouTube under the comments section of my videos. And then YouTube will alert you when I have a new video or when I go live streaming, and that makes it pretty easy, so you don't have to wait and watch. It'll actually pop up and tell you. For those who haven't subscribed, you may not know how I trade. I do Forex swing trading. I don't do day trading, even though there sometimes is a trade during the day New York session as my session, even though I trade Asian session too. Without further ado, going to go to the pound dollar 1 hour. It's still in a buy. I was talking about this yesterday, getting in there. I'm still in this trade. I've already taken off half of my position. On the pound dollar, it's 45 pips because of its daily range, which is about 90 to sometimes 100. But I take it off at 45. I've got my second half of position. Now I've got it moved up here under this low. I'm hoping it's going to continue to push higher up here and come back up to this sell opportunity up here. Now, I did complete this flush down. That's the only thing that bothers me. That's called a flush down. It did come back up and complete it, and it's now trying to sell off, so I may get stopped out since it didn't go up past that, but that's okay because I was down here, my entry, and the second half of my position is still going to make about 50 pips after making 45 pips I should say. So that's about, if I get stopped out, I'll be close to $100 on that trade, and that's just on this one, the pound dollar. The 4 hour, this is what it's looked like. It's still in a sell, as you see right there, but this is the retracement that I was able to get in right there, and that's on the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar is making a 1 hour buy. It has still got 13 minutes left. Nothing to do on the Aussie dollar, nothing. You have to wait till that candle finishes. If it does, it can change in 13 minutes. That can actually go away. The 4 hour is still in a sell. I'm looking for actually a retracement back down into here for a potential buy somewhere in here on the Aussie dollar. The pound CAD is making a 1 hour sell. It has made a 1 hour sell, I should say that. I was able to get in this one yesterday, continue to move the stop up, but when this shows up, that's when I get out after that candle. So I had a good trade on that one too, low risk trade, because this is when I get in on the entry, which was over here. I missed that one, got in this one. That low on that candle was 167.59.2, and the low here was 167.85. So that's with the spread about 30 pips, but I got in a little bit higher than that. Mine was about 37 pip risk, $37 risk, but it was able to go up. I was able to take off now on the pound CAD. It is also 45 pips where you take it off. So I was able to take off half the position, follow the rest up. Second half, if the trade works out like it's supposed to, your second half will always make more than your first half, and that was the case here. The 4 hour pound CAD, you tried to run away, you couldn't get in. It come back once, twice, 3 times to give you a chance to get in. The pound yen, There was the opportunity, which was last night, to be able to get in on the pound yen, and it has just exploded. It was really hard to put in, except for right here, and see how it's going in on it. The stop, I had it down here when it pushed up and retraced and started the next move up higher, and actually took out that high. Move the stop up here, but when this, like I said, when these arrows show up, I get out. So I'm out of that trade. But there's your opportunity, low risk trade. That low, that candle's 178.72. That low is 178.88. So basically about a $17-18 risk. My risk was 21. And there's your reward for being patient. Look at the 4 hour on that, and see it came back down to the buy from over here on December 14th. Came back by into it, and now it's going up. There should be a little of a retracement on it, but not yet. It may not happen till tomorrow, because tomorrow we have in the US at 8:30 Eastern time the non-farm payroll report. That is a big mover most of the time. So this is the move, like I said before. There's always a move before the non-farm payroll. Usually starts Tuesday or Wednesday. So there should be a retracement coming up in that. Pound yen, Euro, New Zealand. This trade happened during Europe on a 1 hour. No way to get in. I'm looking for a pullback back down into here. That won't happen today. It could happen tomorrow with the non-farm payroll report, but I don't think this thing's done to the upside. So let's see, let's look at the 4 hour on it and see if it gave us a chance to get in. Nope. There was the buy over here from December 20th, and it's hit several times, and it's finally moved up. The pound New Zealand is going to be the same way. There it is, exploded up. It's now made a sell signal on the 1 hour, and let's see if the 4 hour has not made a sell signal yet. It's still in a buy, so those aren't in agreement. But there could be a retracement on the pound New Zealand, possibly somewhere down into here to continue the buy. So it could drop about another 65, maybe 70 pips from where it's at. It continues to go higher. It has made a 1 hour sell signal though. New Zealand yen 1 hour. There really wasn't a chance to get in except for right there on the New Zealand yen. The 4 hour, it's still in a buy. That was the best opportunity, was right there to get in on the New Zealand yen. The Euro Aussie, it ran away. I'm looking for a pullback back down into here somewhere, or maybe a retest of this yearly pivot. Let's see, it broke above the yearly pivot, come back and look exactly where it went to. These are very important. The yearly pivot numbers are very important. See how we started out the new year running up, we come back, retraced it, and look what happened. It just sprung right off of it. That's a flush up. There should be a retracement back down into here. It won't happen today. It could happen tomorrow on the news, but it is making a 1 hour sell signal. That's not done. It's still got 6 minutes. Like I said, that can go away. I want it on this. Yes, the 4 hour. There it was. That was your only opportunity. That poked down right there. That one was a little bit less, but it was more risk, but it did work. On the Euro Aussie, the Euro CAD, I was able to get in this trade. I always put orders in down in here when it's down here close to be able to get in. So I've got filled on it. I'm still in it, haven't got stopped out yet. I've already took off half the position on it, as the Euro CAD is 40 pips on it. I've already taken off half the position, the second half. Now I've got the stop right here at this low, not under it, at the low. So if this continue push higher and take out that high, then I'm going to move it up to here, depending on what it does. That's the Euro CAD, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. There's 2 opportunities to get in, so I'm looking for this to push up to this flush down right here, so it would be up into here, close to the 149 range. This is the yearly pivot, so we got to see what's going to go on here. See, we went above it. We went below it, but didn't go above it yet. Went below it, and now we've coming back up. And that's on the Euro CAD. The pound Aussie, you had your buys over here. Still in this trade, but I'm taking it when this finishes in 4 minutes. If that arrow's still there, I'll be out of the trade. Because right now my stop is at this low of that candle. This is not rocket scientist. When I have my arrows shows up, you can get in there, made some money, come back down, you get in there, you make even more money. This is the one where the second half of your position, first half of position, you're able to take off half the profit, but then you get stopped out, which would have been right there for me. Then you have to wait several more hours. This is a 1 hour candle, 3, 6, 9, 12, about 10 hours, 9 or 10 hours to get in. And it's making a 1 hour sell signal, less than 4 minutes to go on that. That could still go away. The 4 hour is breaking to the upside. Expecting a little more move up to about the 190 area before something may happen to the downside. That's the CAD yen. Uh, 1 hour is made a sell signal. Again, I had the same thing. It just takes a while for this to happen. See, when you get in over here with the low risk trade, that's what that's called, a low risk trade. Come down, you get in it. That doesn't work all the time, but when it does work, this is what happens. When it does work, this is what happens. So I'm out of this trade because of that. It made a sell signal a couple hours ago. Stop was originally moved it up from there after it took out that high, and I was able to move it there from over here. That's a big move up. And then when we retraced and we took out that high, then that's where I was sitting until that showed up. So I'm out of the CAD yen. Looking for a possible sell in that now. The Euro yen, out of this trade too, same thing. When that shows up, I get out. Now it could go up higher, but I've already made the money. Get in down here. This was at 9 o'clock on the 2nd of January at night during the Asian session, and it gives it a little difficult to get in. That was the first opportunity. Of course, I took half the profit off, but then when it pushed up, made a higher high. Stop goes from there to there. And when it goes sideways, it can go both, either sideways or go down, retrace, pushes back up, makes a higher high again, then you move the stop up to that low. Same thing. Retrace, takes out the higher high, you move the stop to there. Same thing up here. Retrace, takes out the higher high, you move the stop to there. I get out when that shows up. So I'm out of this trade. Now again, it may go higher, but I've made the money. I'm looking for a retrace on this now. And the euro yen 4 hour, you can see it's making the 4 hours trying to make a signal. That's going to be a small candle because that actually ends in 1 minute. That's going to be an awful small 4 hour candle. The 1 hour has already made a signal. And the Aussie yen, this is another good one. Got down over here, which happened again about 9 o'clock on Thursday. Actually, the second Tuesday, the 9th. It's taking half off. Same thing. You follow it up when it takes out the high. This high right there. Why is it gone away again? Right here. Takes out this high. Move the stop up to there. When it flushes up there like that, you got to decide. I moved it up to there because that was the only retrace that I seen. Went sideways, pushed up, made a higher high. Move the stop up to there. But then when these arrows show up, I get out. So that was a big move. Made good money this week for the start of the year. But just have to be patient on all this stuff. Like I said, these arrows don't always show up. I have to wait on them. And then I still have to wait even after that. I have to wait for this little retrace to get in. Now you said this one ran away right here. You could have got in there. There's no way to get in if the arrows showed up. It just ran away. The retrace would have been probably either one of those candles, but it actually went lower, made a lower low, so that would have been wrong, but the arrow didn't show up. Again, the arrow didn't show up there. And you'd have had an opportunity to get in right there on that low. You'd have made a little bit of money, but that wasn't a real move because when it come back down, you could have got in, but then you would have got stopped out and it kept going lower. So that's why I have to wait on these arrows to show up. And then I still have to wait. And even after that, I had to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours after the arrows showed up. So you have to, in this swing trading, you have to be patient. If you're not patient, you're not going to do good. You're not going to be able to follow the system. You'll be like the 1, 3, 5, 15-minute traders. Just throwing darts at a dartboard trying to get in, get your 8 to 10 pips. Which, why would you do that when you can get this? Makes no sense, but there's a lot of traders who like to do that because they like the action. They like being in trades. They figure they got to pay their bills every day. They got to make money or a certain amount of money. Look, you can pay a lot of bills if you wait. You get paid. It may take a day or 2 or 3 or even 4, but you get paid big when it does happen. So that's why you got to be patient. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to go to my videos, any of them, under the comments section. You can put in there, ask a question, make a comment, and I'll get back to you just as quick as I can. This video is being recorded. It will be posted, and it should be up in about 30 minutes or less. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Another thing I want to mention is, for those of you who don't know, I used to not do live streaming. Did it for a little over 5 weeks. Got no response after paying for marketing. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide. Do you want me to go back to live streaming? So far I've had no response, so I'm not going to go back to live streaming till I do get a response. And it's got to be more than just a couple of people. It's got to be overwhelming because my time is valuable, just like your time is valuable. But I'm willing to do this for free to be able to help people. But they got to be willing to help themselves. If you don't want the live streaming, and like nobody says, and I won't do live streaming. So I'll be back with another video tomorrow. I hope everybody has a good night.